Hey everybody, welcome to Cowboy Leather. Today we're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna build or make a pair of chinks. We're gonna make these, I call them working man chinks. We're gonna be making it out of, see if we can get a little light here on it. Yep, too much. Anyways, it's kind of a chestnut brown. It's a pull-up. Y'all know anybody done a little bit of work with this stuff, you know you can just take and bend it. And you just take and rub it between your hands. It'll pretty much go away. But anyways, this is 3 to 4 ounce pull up or crazy horse, whatever you want to call it. So let me tip you down here and I'll show you what we've got going so far. There'll be the pattern. That's the body. You know, you flip it over for the left side, right side, whatever. And this piece here, this will be cut out of a little bit thicker, probably a 6 or 7 ounce leather. And that goes on basically where these two holes are. That's where your straps are going to go to hold them closed back here. And on my pattern, I cut these. You got 3 straps. These are inch wide. You can make them a little bit wider, depending on what kind of buckle you got. Now, what I do is this piece here is I don't know if you can see it, but I come in from here to here, 2 inches. And I'll use either something a little, excuse me, a little bit thicker, or I'll take whatever I'm making my chinks out of, cut that, and when I lay my straps in there, I don't know if you can see it, when I lay the straps in there, I'll just kind of put a little bit of glue on there to hold them in place, and lay that down, and then stitch all the way around. You won't see this because this will be behind your leg. But anyways, that's enough of that. Pattern for the top yoke. Now I've already gone ahead and cut one out, one side out. So this yoke will go up here, and you go and make a left and a right. You line it up here. After you tool it, I make this out of 6, 7 ounce veg tan or whatever you would choose to use. But all right, now I said I cut one side out. I just flipped it over and laid it down to make my the other side. Now I've got, and the reason I do that is if I made a hiccup on this leg, the other leg will be hiccup too. So what I'm going to do is, I'm cheating right up to the edges here pretty much. So I'm just going to go ahead and come around here and start marking this. We most likely will not get these done today. So this will be a 2-parter, maybe 3-part, depending on how things go. I like using this leather. it makes it nice and makes a nice supple chink. And I've sold a couple pair, and the people liked them, so I just go ahead and keep making them. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the pattern on here. And go ahead, mark my holes. I'm going to get that out of the way because we're pretty much done. See, again, it's gonna mark as you're working on it, leaning on it. It's gonna get a mark, but you can just take and rub your hand over it and it'll pretty much disappear. Now to cut this out, all I do is I just take a knife like that, or you can use whatever knife you got handy. You can use a head knife. And just follow the line. My knife must be getting a little dull. Sometimes I pick up and I just kind of lift and just trace around here. Now again, you can use a little bit thicker if you want, but I just like this. I think it's 3 to 4. I measured, but I forgot. I've got a couple. I've got another piece, same identical, and it's a 4 to 5 ounce. And yes, you can probably use that too. Now what I did, something else I did that I didn't mention is for my measurement, I'll show you in a minute. Excuse me. When I laid this on here, I dropped it, I chewed it down a little bit, and this pattern is from here to here is approximately 27 inches. So what I did is I extended it, my chaps, to 30, we'll call it 31. So that gives me a little bit longer fringe. Over here, what I'm going to do is, this pattern's set up so you just measure in, take your wing divider or whatever, and just come around. You can make your fringe 3 inches, 4 inches. I've seen some of them down here on the bottom, they're 6 inches. Now to get your measurement, what I do is I measure from the top of the belt down, and I like to get just put my top of, my chink, so the fringe falls probably 3 to 4 inches over my boot. You can make them shorter, you can make them longer, just depends on how much fringe, how long you want your fringe to be. Different people have different methods. I don't think there is a specific, some people don't want the fringe to hang over their boots. Some people want long fringe, short fringe. It all depends. But when you're making them, we'll say just making them to put up on the wall and sell, whatever you make them, I guess that's what your customer will buy. Now, if you're custom making them, then you measure your customer accordingly. Another thing, if you're going to make chinks, you better be prepared to get a good side, because you're basically, like this side, I'm only going to get one pair out, and I probably get some smaller stuff made out of it. But you're going to use pretty much a side to make one pair of chinks. And you can doll them up you can put whatever you want. You can embellish them, is where I'm trying to get. You can put hair on cowhide on them. I got some turquoise ostrich skin. I don't think I'll use that on here for embellishment. Now, I would suggest trying to get where your fringe is going to be. I would suggest trying to get as straight lines as possible. But if you don't, you can hide your imperfection with your fringe. But strive for perfection. It's always nice to do nice work. There's enough people out there doing garbage work. But they'll get better as they go along. Okay, there we go. There's a left, and there's your right. And now I think I'm going to stop right here, and I want to gather up my leather that I'm going to use for my yokes and for mounting the hardware and stuff like that. And everything fits together nice. So if it is boogered, both pieces are boogered, and we can adapt from there. So if you want to see how these turn out and the progress, you're welcome to come back. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, mash the bell. It'll let you know when I post videos. And I'd like you to come along. It's a heck of a journey. The more the merrier. And if you see anything, I mean, if somebody wants to make a comment what color they think would look good as accent for the yolks, leave a comment down in the comment section, and if I got the leather, we'll do it. In fact, let's build these together. So, with that said, I'm going to go do some other things I got sitting on the bench. Again, if you want to follow along on this build, subscribe, and we'll build it together. So, everybody have a good day. Cowboy out. Till next time. Bye now.